Hello everybody and welcome to No Frills. In this series I play Steam free weekend games and give my review at the end. Today we're playing F1 2020. Alright, and as we can see here I am in the character creation and I'm trying to build a racer, I guess. It's pretty interesting. Pre-created avatars here with a bunch of different races and genders of people. Country, I have no clue what country I'm gonna select, but I'm from America, so let's just do America. And choose audio name. Oh my goodness, I went all the way through. I wonder if they have my actual name in this list. Oh, they're gonna call me strong. I like that. I feel like I'm being complimented every time they say my name. What should my number be? 88. Confirm. Okay, let's start with my team.
Welcome to my team. Here, you'll experience the world of Formula One not only as a driver, but as the owner of a brand new F1 team. First things first, let's choose your character. Great. Now, let's set up some of the key details of your new team. We'll start with an easy one. What name would you like to give the team?
American team.
Nice. Now, some kind of income stream is critical, so we need to sign a primary sponsor. Fantastic. Now we've got a budget to work with. Our car won't be going anywhere fast without a power unit, so let's sign a power unit supplier now.
Let's go with
We almost have
Mercedes.
all the key partners for our team now, but we still need a teammate for you.
Huh. Okay, I'm gonna go with her. She seems pretty balanced compared to the others.
Looks like we can afford this power unit supplier and teammate. Go ahead and confirm if you're happy. Let's select or edit the livery we'll be running this season. We can add more sponsors to the car as we sign them throughout the year. And don't worry, we can edit our look at any time from HQ. Now we need a badge for our team branding. Select an existing badge, edit it, or create one from scratch.
Good enough. I can change the colors. Okay,
Great.
cool.
That's everything we need.
There we go.
We can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here at the start of each season. But if you're ready to go, hit advance to head to Team HQ, and we can start our push to the top.
Let's go for it. Let's go middle of the road 16 races. I like that. Okay. Toggle racing style, standard. Let's go with casual.
Live in 5, 4, 3.
Hello folks, and welcome to the HQ of Formula One's newest team. While the team itself is new to Formula One, so too is its driver and owner.
Whatever happens this season, you've already made the history books. Tell me, do you feel up to the mammoth task of both managing and driving for a Formula One team?
Oh my gosh, I got RPG selections.
Great interview, boss. You nailed exactly what the team's been working on. When you've got time, check the R&D tree to see our current progress and where we think there's room for more. And while you're at it, why not take a stroll around HQ and check on how the team's doing?
Alright, let's do it. Advance time. I just realized it's like a Ronald McDonald car. Heck yeah. Cool. It's race time. I don't know how to drive yet. I don't know what my controls are. Oh, this game has built up so much anticipation for this first race. Workstation. Practice. 1, 2, 3. Qualifier. Race. That's beautiful.
Morning, boss. Jeff here. Thanks again for bringing me on board. You've found a lot of talented people for this team. I can't wait to see what we can accomplish. Our journey to the Constructors' Championship starts here today, and the car is ready to head out whenever you are.
What is this? What is the goal of this?
Mind the brakes in particular. They'll probably be the first to suffer.
Track acclimation. Flying lap.
The track acclimatization program available in free practice sessions allows you to learn the track whilst earning resource points for the development of your car. On-track markers show the key points through each corner, and the more of these you're able to consistently drive through at an appropriate speed, the higher your score and the more resource points you'll be rewarded with. Try and chain together multiple successful corners for a consistency boost to your score.
Okay.
DRS zone is coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
Oh my goodness. Whoa.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can talk you through the numbers.
Okay.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Alright, so let's get into the review of F1 2020. Let's start off with playability. So, I only played F1 2020 with casual controls. The car felt incredibly responsive to every move I made with the controller. Yes, a controller, I don't have a steering wheel. However, I'm sure with the more advanced standard settings, driving a Formula 1 car in F1 2020 would have felt a lot more complicated and rewarding. One issue I had was that there was an almost overwhelming amount of tutorials for the role-playing aspect of the game, but when I finally got into driving, there were no tutorials for how to start the practice driving session, shown here. If you have a basic understanding of how to play a driving game within the last 10 years, you will understand how to play this game without a lengthy tutorial for driving. I ended up driving through the track about 20 minutes on my first practice session out of my total 30 minutes of practice without understanding the importance and how to take advantage of the practice objectives that actually give you points in the game. Luckily, I was able to learn fast without the tutorial, making up for the lost time on the next practice session. Next, I want to mention something that stood out to me was the sound. The sound was incredible. The roaring of the cars as I drove the track, cutting corners, and drove near the competition for an overtake was all enhanced by the incredible sound quality of the audio in the game. I felt my blood pumping as I finally caught up to the competition. I was ready to pass them up. Every corner I was getting inch by inch closer and closer, and finally I overtook them. It was incredibly satisfying because of the audio. As I drove past the competition for that overtake, I felt very accomplished. Alright, now let's go into the graphics. The graphics were great. I would say that you don't have to have a high-powered computer to get the beauty of the game through the graphics. But I only played one track, and I'm sure if I continued playing, I'd like to see a lot more. For the first track, it was really deserty, and there were some trees scattered throughout the environment, but it was nothing too impressive on that track. Hopefully it gets a lot better. I think the thing that stood out to me the most was where the crowd was and the buildings in the environment, which added a lot of beauty to the architecture of the track. All right, so let's get into the score that F1 2020 has on other sites. We have a Metacritic critic score of 88. We have a Metacritic user score of 7.0. And on Steam, the reviews are overall very positive. Personally, if I were to recommend this game for somebody who's more of a casual racing and game enthusiast, hasn't had a lot of experience in racing games, I think there's a lot of depth to the settings that you would enjoy to explore, but it also has the casual appeal in the fact that it's very easy to play and it plays like most other racing games. One of my major problems with the game is that there was so much tutorial in the beginning of the game. I really wanted to be shown things at a better pace. The pacing was incredibly slow in the beginning, and I didn't know when the heck I was going to get into a race. The RPG aspects, however, do add a lot of character to the game, and again, more depth to the game. However, I wouldn't recommend this game if you're looking for a non-simulation type of racing game, something that's more fun like a Burnout or like a Grid or Need for Speed game. This is not like any of those kind of games. There's more of a sports simulation aspect to this game. Alright, so overall I would say it's about a 6 out of 10. I don't know if you would really enjoy this if you weren't into Formula One and if you weren't into simulations, or you were looking for a more of a goofy kind of racing game. But if you really do enjoy racing sims, I think this will go up there on your list. Since it's only Formula One, you won't get the experience of trying a lot of new cars. However, your Formula One car will feel different from the beginning to the end. So I'm sure you would enjoy that if you're into Formula One. That's been my review of F1 2020. I hope you try it. Thanks for watching.
Let's choose your character.